Today we are continuing our journey through the Linkin Park universe with Mike Shinoda's 2018 record, Post-Traumatic. Welcome back to Scene Culture Catch Up, the show where I attempt to catch up on all the music that I missed out on when I wasn't listening to any heavy or alternative music at all from about 2010 to 2020. And today we are checking out Mike Shinoda's album, Post-Traumatic. I had a lot of you guys suggest that I check out this one. Wasn't able to get to it before we got to From Zero, but that's okay. I'm really excited to check this one out. I know that this is kind of Mike's way of processing and, dealing with the fallout from the death of his beloved bandmate, Chester Bennington. So I'm really interested to see just kind of the emotional themes of this album and also the musical aspects of it, because I want to know, what does Mike Shinoda sound like unleashed? What does Mike sound like when he's not doing Linkin Park? Because I know that he is one of the driving creative forces behind the band, but what does he sound like when he's not collaborating with all the others in the band? What does he sound like when he's just on his own? I've never heard any of his solo stuff. I know that he has another project called Fort Minor, I believe, and maybe we'll get to those. But today, we're checking this one out. I'm really excited. It's almost an hour long, so let's just get right into this thing. But before we do, I'd love to ask you to join the community and subscribe. We love discovering and checking out great music just like this, and we'd love to have you. Very vibey.
I don't have a leg to stand on, spinning like a whirlwind, nothing to land on. Came so far, never thought I'd be done now. Stuck in a holding pattern, waiting to come down. Oh, did somebody else define me? Can I put the past behind me? Do I even have a decision? Feeling like I'm living in a story already written. Am I part of a vision made by somebody else? Pointing fingers at villains, but I'm the villain myself. Am I out of conviction with no wind in the sail? And too focused on the end and simply ready to fail?
Or like how it was building up, and then drops off.
I'm tired of feeling like every next step's hopeless. I'm tired of being scared what I build might break apart. I don't wanna know the end, all I want is a place to start. Oh, I don't wanna know the end, all I want is a place to start. Oh,
alright, this is really setting a tone.
Hey Mike, just calling to send my condolences.
Hey man, it's Mark. Just
Oh man.
calling to check in on you, see how you're doing.
What up, Mike? Just calling to see how you're doing, check in with you a little bit.
Want to obviously send my love and support, and just let you know I'm here for you.
I know you're super busy, don't want to bother you. I wanted to let you know I was thinking about you.
Give me a call back if you want.
Super real.
If not, I get that too. But I'm sure I will see you and or talk to you sometime soon. All right, bud. Hope you're hanging in there. See ya.
This is going to be heavy in an emotional way, huh?
Come on. Sometimes you don't say goodbye once. You say goodbye over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. Sometimes you don't say goodbye once. You say goodbye over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. It was a month since he passed, maybe less, and no one knew what to do. We were such a mess.
Okay.
We were texting, we were calling, we were checking in. We said we ought to play a show in honor of our friend. Well, now that
didn't expect this to be quite so literal.
To go to the bowl, get on stage, dim the lights with our friends and our family in his name, celebrate. There's no way that I'll be ready to get back up on that stage. can't remember if I canceled any show, but I think about what I'm supposed to do and I don't know, cause I think about not doing it the same way as before, and it makes me wanna puke my fucking guts out on the floor. We rehearsed it for a month, I'm not worried about the set. I get tackled by the grief at times that I would least expect. I know what I should be doing when I'm singing, but instead we'll be playing through a song and I'll remember in my head. Sometimes you don't say goodbye once.
Wow.
You say goodbye over and over and over again, over and over and over again.
I guess I just wasn't expecting this to be quite so literally Mike telling his story. It's really interesting. I thought we were going to be a little more, metaphorical with it, but I guess that's not the style.
What the fuck you take me for? All of a sudden you hear what I said 100 ways before. I've been pushed, I've been trapped, drug myself through hell and back and falling flat and had the balls to start it all again from scratch. How do you feel? How you doing? How'd the show go? Am I insane to say the truth is that I don't know? My body aches, head spinning, this is all wrong. I almost lost it in the middle of a couple songs, and everybody that I talk to is like, wow, must be really hard to figure what to do now. Well, thank you, genius. You think it'll be a challenge? Only my life's work hanging in the fucking balance. And all I wanted was to get a little bit of closure. And every step I took, I looked and wasn't any closer. Cause sometimes when you say goodbye, yeah, you say it over and over and over and over. Sometimes
Wow.
you say goodbye once.
This is really good. Very different, obviously, from what we normally do here, but I like hip hop, and I just you kind of just need to be in the right mindset. But I'm enjoying the lyrical aspect of this. It's good production too. It's a fascinating look behind the scenes so far. All right. Okay.
Whoa, excuse me while I kiss the sky. Sing a song of sixpence, pocket full of lies. Thinking I'm okay, but they're saying otherwise. Tell me how I look, but can't look me in the eyes. Watching as I say this and then I do that. Telling them the old words, but in a new rap. Then I change my mind up and make them lose track. Shit, I'm inconsistent, I thought you knew that. Maybe I should be more grateful that I had to watch it all come undone. Holding so tight to the edge is painful, but I can't ignore it. I know they're watching as I fall, they're staring as I go. I
like the harmonies here.
And never told them so. They're watching as I fall to somewhere down below. But maybe I'm just falling to get somewhere they won't. To get some, yeah, excuse me while I sympathize. Singing with the fat lady, tell me what's the time. You know what it is, not afraid to cross the line. Nothing is forever, don't be mad at the design. Ask me if I can, I say I don't know. And honestly, I buy
that bass is sick.
Still upset from shit this 15 years old. I don't know what it takes to make me let go. Maybe I should be more grateful that I had to watch it all come undone. Holding so tight to the edge is painful, but I can't ignore it. I know they're watching as I fall, they're staring as I go. I gave until my soul hurt and never told them so. They're watching as I fall to somewhere down below. But maybe I'm just falling to get somewhere they won't. To get somewhere they won't.
Ooh. I like this guitar. It's giving, oh god, what is his name? You guys are gonna make fun of me. I can't think of this dude. Guy from Rage Against the Machine, Tom Morello. Great Tom Morello guitar solo.
Until my soul hurt, never told them so. They're watching as I fall somewhere down below. Maybe I'm just falling to get somewhere they walk, to get somewhere they walk, to get somewhere they walk, get somewhere they walk.
Okay.
I used to know where the bottom was, somewhere far under the ocean waves. Up on a ledge I was looking down, it was far enough to keep me safe. But the ground was cracked open, threw me in the ocean, cast me out away at sea. And the waves are still breaking, now that I awaken, no one's left to answer me. My inside's out, my left is right, my upside's down, my back is wide. I hold my breath and close my eyes and wait for dawn, but there's no light. Nothing makes sense anymore.
I apologize if I'm talking a little bit less than usual. I'm not a very good lyrics analyzer. So I'm trying extra hard to pay attention. And that takes away from my ability to talk.
I was a moment away from done when the black spilled out across it all, and my eyes were made sober, world was turned over, washing out the lines I'd seen. And my heart is still breaking, now that I awaken, no one's left to answer me. My inside's out, my left is right, my upside's down, my back.
Yeah, so far this album, very introspective, very mellow, no like bangers. I don't know if I expect any. I certainly would welcome an angry track, that'd be kind of cool. But so far, very chill.
I'm a call without an answer. I'm a shadow in the dark, trying to put it back together as I watch it fall apart. My inside's out, my left is right, my upside's down, my back is wide. I hold my breath and close my eyes and wait for dawn, but there's no light. Nothing makes sense anymore. Nothing makes sense anymore. Nothing makes sense anymore. Nothing makes sense anymore.
So far, I think Over Again is my my favorite track. This one features Blackbear. I've heard them somewhere before.
sudden it's about you now. Even when it's not about you, about you. All of a sudden it's about you now. Even when it's not about you, about you. All of a sudden it's about you, about you, about you, about you, about you.
This is that gather around it and wonder where I found it. This is that wake up, make your agent, have your tour rerouted. This is that drama, comma, pain, and ain't no way around it. Cause somehow still it's hard to know what I can say about it. I buckled up, told myself
This
to
beat
suck
is
it
sick.
up. I was scared to death to get up there and spill my fucking guts. I was saying pull your stupid self together, buttercup. Get it cracking back in black until you have them thunderstruck. But
Nice. AC/DC.
All of a sudden it's about you now. Even when it's not about you, about you. All of a sudden it's about you, about you.
no, there's not a single thing that I can say. Not a single solitary. Every meaning changes shape. Even when there's no connection back to you in any line. All of a sudden it's about you and it gets me every time. But what the fuck is left to author anyway? When I've basically been writing since the Raiders ran LA. I'm afraid that maybe I've said everything there is to say. Maybe I should make an exit while there are ways to get away.
Can't find no words to a memory.
Oh, there's
These
Blackbear.
are just words to a melody. Find something that works, fits the symmetry. For only a quick broken
This must be before his like pop punk era.
not give anything to choose. Pick out the words I bring home to you. How can I make do? Put a smile on, change my attitude. And even though it's not about you, everything is all about you. All about you.
Ooh, cool. This is a really good track. So clearly, the U is Chester. And it's just like about how everything reminds them of him. Even things that aren't about him remind them of him. I know how that feels. A little instrumental. So this is probably a good time to kind of, give my thoughts about everything so far. So far, I like it. I'm kind of having to shift my mindset a little bit because obviously we react to a lot of like really heavy and intense stuff. So I'm just trying to, not lower my expectations, but shift my expectations. So like, I'm not expecting Linkin Park from this. I'm not expecting anything heavy. Ooh. That's cool though. I'm trying to take it for what it is. This is a hip-hop record, which I do enjoy hip-hop a good bit. But it's like a different part of my brain, and I've not reacted to a lot of hip-hop. Maybe the only one I've ever done was Kendrick Lamar's The Heart Part 5. Which, by the way, he just dropped a new record today. And I was thinking about doing a reaction for that, but I don't know if people would be down for that. I would love to listen to it, though. So, if you guys are down for Kendrick Lamar album reaction, let me know. Anyway, this record is cool. I'm really enjoying how vulnerable like it's being. The storytelling is really good. Production's great. I'm really enjoying the rapped tracks a lot more than this like fully singing tracks. That's just my preferences. Look, that little vinyl crackle back there.
What's the difference between a man and a monster? Is it somewhere between I can and I want to? Is it somewhere between the promises I made and the fact I couldn't see something getting in the way? I used to think that I know what I want, never saw it coming unglued. I used to think that I know what I want, now it's time to see if it's true. I had so much certainty till that moment I lost control. And I've tried, but it never was up to me. I've got no worse enemy than the fear of what's still unknown. And the time's come to realize there will be promises I can't keep.
Okay. That's almost a Linkin Park like feel. That synth and the drums. Minutes to Midnight vibes.
I tried to make it better, but I made it more sick. I tried to make it right, but now awake at night, I know reality was getting in the way. I used to think that I knew who I was, never saw it coming unglued. I used to think that I knew who I was, now it's time to see if it's true. I had so much certainty till that moment I lost control. And I've tried, but it never was up to me. I've got no worse enemy than the fear of what's still unknown. And the time's come to realize there will be promises I can't keep.
Ooh. Cool bridge. Kind of a guitar solo.
Had so much certainty till that moment I lost control. And I've tried, but it never was up to me. I've got no worse enemy than the fear of what's still unknown. And the time's come to realize there will be promises I can't keep. Promises I can't keep.
Okay. That was an alright one. I like I said, I like the ones where it's like straight up rapping more than the melodic ones. Piano's really pretty. That weird reversed something is cool too.
They'll tell you I don't care anymore, and I hope you'll know that's a lie. 'Cause I found what I have been waiting for, but to get there means crossing the line. I don't know how to warn you for what I'm gonna say, 'cause you're holding so tight to what I'm taking away. I got demons inside me, so I'm faced with a choice. Either try to ignore them, or I give them a voice. And it's keeping me up at night, worried it's not alright, holding back things you don't know. And it's keeping me up at night, worried it's not alright, you're not gonna like where this goes. And they'll tell you I don't care anymore, and I hope you
It's an interesting effect on the voice. It's like double tracked, and they're really, really tight. Sounds like a slapback delay almost.
So I'm crossing a line.
Ooh, I love the guitar.
It's not about status, we know it never was. 'Cause what good is the kingdom when you're missing the love? This is not a goodbye now, I'm not going away. No, I don't have the answers, but I do have the faith. Oh, and it's keeping me up at night, worried it's not alright, holding back things you don't know. And it's keeping me up at night, worried it's not alright, you're not gonna like where this goes. No, and they'll tell you I don't care anymore, and I hope you know that's a lie. 'Cause I found what I have been waiting for, but to get there means crossing a line. So I'm crossing a line. And I'll tell you I don't care anymore, and I hope you know that's a lie. 'Cause I found what I have been waiting for, but to get there means crossing a line. So I'm crossing a line. So I'm crossing a line. So I'm crossing a line.
All right. So far, the production is really, really shining here. Like, I can see Mike's hand in Elvis.
Said, are you okay? And I'm staring into space. It's making her nervous, 'cause one thing is certain, I don't have my head on straight. We're trying to get through each week on 2 or 3 hours of sleep. I say to be patient, that we're gonna make it. I have to admit that I'm struggling. They say take it slow, but the world keeps spinning, and that I don't control. And so there I go, trying to act normal so they won't know that I'm just trying to hold my shit together.
That's real.
Together, darling. I'm just trying to hold my shit together.
Also very catchy.
Darling. They say that they sympathize. I'm grateful they take the time, but bringing it up at the 6-year-old birthday, it kinda fucks up my vibe. We end on an awkward note, I'll make the most awkward joke. Too dark to be funny, I shouldn't have come. It'd be weird to go home and I'm struggling. They say take it slow, but the world keeps spinning, that I don't control. And so there I go, trying to act normal so they won't know. I'm just trying.
Yeah, that's tough. When you deal with trauma like that, and you try to go to these regular social functions, it can be really hard to turn off the part of your brain that's freaking out about whatever bad thing happened and just act normal. I mean, it's awkward. You know, you don't want to be that guy who's like, oh, I'm dealing with something, and everyone else is trying to have a good time. I get it. Nice. This is another one of my favorites. Cool. Yeah, I like that one. Ghosts.
She said, this is not about a poltergeist, not about a phantom that glows at night. But there are things we don't know, and I don't have another choice but an open mind. Oh, and I know what they'll say. I'm trying to make sense of what no one can explain. But I've been having dreams that after I'm awake, play out in reality the very next day. So I play along, I nod my head when they say I'm wrong. But each night falls and away I run on the other side till the daylight comes. So I play along, I nod my head when they say I'm wrong. But each night falls and away I run on the other side till the daylight comes. And when the lights go down, I see things I can't explain, calling out my name. The lights go down, holding every memory close. Tonight is for our ghosts. Ghosts, ghosts. Tonight is for our ghosts. This is not about you and me. I can't bring back how it used to be. And I know what I
Piano,
do believe,
nice.
but I've already seen what I couldn't see. Oh, so I play along and nod my head when they say I'm wrong. But each night falls and away I run on the other side till the daylight comes. And when the lights go down, I see
Big anthemic chorus.
calling out my name.
Almost, I don't know, almost gives me like movie soundtrack vibes.
Tonight is for our ghosts.
I don't know why, but it just does. It reminds me of something off like the Black Panther soundtrack, but not quite as like cool. Like it was cool, so like weird and experimental, you know.
And when the lights go down, is there something in the air? There but never there. The lights go down, holding every memory close. Tonight is for our ghosts. Ghosts, ghosts. Tonight is for our ghosts. Ghosts, ghosts. Tonight is for our ghosts.
That's one of the better beats on here. That was pretty sick.
Keep on running backwards, keep on losing faith.
Okay, who is this?
Thought I had
K.Flay.
answers, I thought I knew
I don't know that. She sounds like
patient. My mother held my hand.
familiar.
Don't know what I'm chasing, I don't know who I am.
Woke up this morning holding my head, thinking thinking last night is one I'll regret. Washing off the bad decisions, the blurry vision, the clues that I'm still a mess.
I don't recognize any of her most popular songs.
No one has an explanation, an expiration. I gotta figure shit out. And they're asking me if I can't see the darkness down below. And I know it's true, I say I do, and half the time I don't. Maybe I can't make what it may take to leave this thing behind. But I shut my eyes and cross each line, and every time
I keep on running back. I keep on losing faith.
For one tiny second, I thought it was the girl who does Dance Monkey. I was gonna flip out, because that song, I'm done with that song. But I don't believe that was her. Her voice is much better.
I could be hopeless, instead I gritted my teeth. I didn't have the patience left to explain. Didn't want to wait while nobody came. I know the path ahead's uneven, but while I'm breathing, I have to make my own lane. And they're asking me if I can't see the darkness down below. And I know it's true, I say I do, and half the time I don't. Maybe I can't make what it may take to leave this thing behind. But I shut my eyes and cross each line, and every time
I keep on running back. I keep on losing faith.
This beat also reminds me of Black Panther a little bit.
Thought I knew the way. My brother said we paid.
There's like really kind of detuned 808s that dun. It reminds me of one of the main tracks from Black Panther.
I make it up as I go. So I make it up as I go.
A little bit of trap drums in there.
As I go.
keep on running backwards, I keep on losing faith. I thought I had the answers, I thought I knew the way.
My brother said be patient. My mother held my hand. I don't know what I'm chasing. Don't know who I am. So I make it up as I go. I make it up as I go. So I make it up as I go. I make it up as I go.
The halftime was really cool.
As I go.
Now this one features Chino from Deftones and Machine Gun Kelly. I have no earthly idea what this is gonna sound like.
Yeah, lift off like Virgin Galactic. My Richard Soup Branson to fuck with you bastards. Very legendary, that's a matter of fact shit. You're the opposite of stars like rats spelled backwards. I float poems out to Saturn and
Clever.
past it. Easy as a standard anti-gravity backflip. Satellite tracking can't map out my tactics. I spit the same shit they split an atom in half with. No, it's not what I want, but it had to be. I spent 6 months just recharging my battery. Imagine me quitting, what a travesty that'd be. You space shuttle challenges are nothing but tragedies. So take care on the path that you're headed. I'm the father to your style, don't you ever forget it. I don't drop mics, only let it smoke where I said it. And I don't play, even when they press it. Get it?
It's gotta be Chino. I gotta admit, I've also never heard a Deftones record. I don't even think I've heard an entire song. I know what they sound like though. That's gonna be a series for sure. Deftones reactions, that'd be sick. The list just keeps getting longer.
Please brace for impact. I must have went to space and got sent back.
And there's good old MGK.
You can see that I'm a star with your lens cracked. Supernova in Caesar's palace, stunting on my opponents. Cause history will show we done been to war like Romans. Did that dance with the devil, hell hot as a kettle. So it's no wonder why I put this ice on all of my metal and wear that shit like a medal. Used to think I was a joker, no Jared Leto. When I said I'd get us out the ghetto, slam my foot on the pedal, booked the studio and I couldn't afford instrumentals. Fuck it, record a cappella, flying coach, streaming Coachella. Until they ban me, now they like Bambi's mother dead. I'm on to these Grammys, I'm rolling these grams gladly. Purple and green like Daphne, shades on like Velma, hair long like Shaggy. Crushing addies in my water, got my voice raspy. Haven't slept since California and that shit was last week. Paranoid when I sleep, but when I'm high I'm happy. That's why I need to kiss the sky when I get stuck in the valley. Lift off.
Not a bad verse. I'm not really an MGK fan. I think he's kind of cringe. But not bad. I love this Chino lo-fi vibe in the choruses. Cool. This one feels dark.
Levitating off the blacktop. Used to struggle getting started, now I can't stop. Used to be the quiet kid in the sandbox, now it's hands up every time that your man rocks. They ought to stop me coming in again. You mad? You thought we were synonyms? Too bad that's the water you're getting in. You're too fat for the sharks that you're swimming in. From where I'm sitting, contenders are looking like boots spinning around in the blender. Hardly a snack when I'm here looking for dinner. I eat them, delete them, they're barely beginners. Main course is my main sport. Play major, but minor's my main fort. Put a chain around everything I came for. Look, but don't touch, sucker, tell them take an I.O.U. Say they want respect now. Think
I don't know why.
Deserve to have it next now. Tell them take an
This one gives me
I.O.U.
Gambino vibes.
Making up, talking loud, but never really saying much.
Like early Gambino.
I.O.U. I've been drawing plans out and they think I'm giving them a handout. Tell them take an I.O.U. Thinking they're entitled to a piece. No, I don't think so. Tell them take an I.O.U. Levitating in the blackout. Used to drink at least the 44 we mashed out. Used to think that working 40 was a max out. Now I'm working even when I'm sleeping. Do the math now. Cause even when I'm sleeping, eyes keep them open. Stripe across them both the color of your hemoglobin. A Hugh Jack man like I'm known for being Logan. X23, I'm keen to leave him with the femur broken.
Nice.
Taking it too far, maybe. Friends like Mike, I don't know who you are lately, but pride and hate has made naysayers mistake me for wasting brain space on ratings they gave me. I don't need your respect, I got history. I'm 81 Reagan with that nonsense, miss me. Father like Francis Anakin or John Misty. Not to be touched, sucker, tell them take an I.O.U. Say they won't respect now, thinking they deserve to have it next now. Tell them take an I.O.U. Believe in what they're making up, talking loud but never really saying much. Tell them take an I.O.U. I've been drawing plans out.
Yeah, I like these kind of darker, moody tracks.
I don't think so. Tell them take an I.O.U.
All right, yeah, that was one of my favorites. I feel like we're gonna have a big tone shift here. This one's got Grandson. I've seen him He opened for Bring the Horizon.
When it goes from high five to a low blow, when it goes from all five to a solo, let me tell you what you don't know. I've been down so low, I was looking for something but denying that I found it. There's an elephant sitting in the room and I can't find another way to tiptoe around it. I've been doing great and good for a long time, but I can't find any other way to give now. I've been putting myself on the sideline and it's been time, so I'm saying, can I live now? There are times when I kick myself, say I'm not sick, but I can't get well. Say I got this, well I chase my tail, as if they can't tell. I'm running from my shadow.
Okay.
Running from my shadow, but it's still there chasing me down. I'll never win the battle. Never win the battle, and I should have known it by now. Just when I think about the end, I'm going back around again. I'm running from my shadow. Running from my shadow, but it's still there chasing me down. Yeah, light side's got a dark side to it. Daytime flows in the night like fluid. The yin and the yang with a curved line through it. And none of it's illuminating why I do it. Maybe I didn't want to chase what was not right. Maybe I didn't want to face you or off sides, thinking I was far away from a cross line. But I was giving soft praise to a hard lie. There are things that you say and you don't say, and my tongue's gotten real tired of me biting it. Cause I keep on following the wrong way, and time's coming, I can't keep denying it. There are times when I kick myself, say I'm not sick, but I can't get well. Say I got this, well I chase my tail, as if they can't tell. I'm running from my shadow. Running from my shadow, but it's still there chasing me down. I'll never win the battle. Never win the battle, and I should have known it by now. Just when I think about the end, I'm going back around again. Running from my shadow. Running from my shadow, but it's still there chasing me down. I love you, but I know I gotta let you go. Dancing with the devil, cause she's all I ever know.
Is this his grandson? Because it sounds like Alt J.
That this time was the end. Sorry, but I guess I gotta let you down again.
It's cool, but it's weird.
Running from my shadow, now my shadow is my only friend.
I love that. Ooh. No. That's sick. Very Jack White. That was pretty cool. Ooh.
Don't think I need to say this, cause you know what's in my head. Fucked up is an understatement. Can't wait for this year to end. It all fell apart, don't know where to start, and everything moves so slow. I can't get a break, it's too much to take, but closing my eyes I know. When the world's on fire, all I need is you. I don't always think to say it, but it's true. When I just want to disappear, you're the one that keeps me here. The world's on fire, all I need is you. The riots on the horizon, we're calling each other's bluff. The smoke's filling up the skies, and they say we should back it up. Maybe the blaze will take this away, ash and the earth below.
My eyes twitching. It's driving me crazy.
Closing my eyes, I know. When the world's on fire, all I need is you. I don't
track is sweet. I don't know if he's talking about his bandmates or his partner, but I get it. We all have that one person. We should all have a person that anchors us like that, you know? Last track.
Yeah, run it back, tell him what I'm coming at. I was on that bullshit then, now I'm done with that. Scared of what I didn't want, scared of what I wanted, and thought that I was finished, but I hardly had begun. In fact, I'm a beast, I'm a monster, a savage, and any other metaphor the culture can imagine. And I got a caption for anybody asking. That is, I am feeling fucking fantastic.
Alright, we've come full circle now.
Some days I'm struggling for control. Some days it doesn't take much to bring me down. But right now I'm floating above it all. So you can call
This is cool. He's finally reached like a place of peace and like catharsis where he's ready to move on. He's ready to keep going. It's not always easy.
Come again, feel it when it's flooding in. Woke up knowing I don't have to be numb again. Starting line scratched out, I don't have to run again. Give a fuck's maxed out, tell him I'm not coming in. I'm not present on the payroll, and you can tell me I should do it cause you say so. But I'm not dancing to the rhythm you replay, no. Cause I'm already half a million miles away though, they know.
Some days it doesn't take much to bring me down. Some days I'm struggling for control. Some days it doesn't take much to bring me down. Right now I'm floating above it all. So you can call till your voice is running out. But I can't hear you now. I can't hear you now. I'm somewhere far away where you can't bring me down. So I can't hear you now. I can't hear you now. And I waited too long. I listened too much. You said what can't be unheard. I'm drawing a line. Enough is enough. I let you have your last word. So you can call till your voice is running out. But I can't hear you now. I can't hear you now. I'm somewhere far away where you can't bring me down. So I can't hear you now. I can't hear you now. So you can call till your voice is running
Cool.
out.
Yeah. This was pretty good. I really enjoyed just hearing Mike process his emotions in such a real way. We'll get more into that interview portion. But thanks for listening. This was fun. Very different from what we normally check out for sure. But worth it. Alright, that was Mike Shinoda with his album Post Traumatic. Let's break it down. That was really, really interesting. I'm glad that I listened to this because it definitely gave me a really good context for where Mike was at, you know, a year out from Chester's passing. And he really goes through the entire spectrum of emotions. You know, right at the beginning, he's talking about, you know, they were 1 month out doing this like tribute show for Chester. And he's like not sure if he's going to be able to get through these songs. He's really, really struggling. And then we kind of work through different parts of his trauma, you know, talking about how everything reminds him of Chester, even the things that aren't about Chester. There's just the little things in life that remind him of him. And slowly over the course of time, Mike is starting to realize that this isn't the end for him. You know, his career can continue on, even though he feels like he's written everything there is to say and he's lost his writing partner. He's finding that there is more to say. There is more life to live and there's more art to be made. and he's going to push through and do that. And by the time we get to the end of the record, he is in this place of not quite, tranquility, but he's in this place of acceptance, and where he is learning to be happy again. He is blocking out the negative voices that, are telling him that he's never going to amount to anything without Chester, that are telling him that he's not good enough. And he's pushing those aside and saying, hey, no, I'm good enough. I can make the things that I want to make, and I will. And he's affirming his talent. He's affirming his creativity, and he's saying that I'm going to continue on. I'm going to keep making art. I'm going to keep striving to make the world a better place. I'm going to keep striving to bring honor to Chester's legacy while still maintaining his own sense of self and his own identity throughout all of that. It's really, really interesting, and I can really relate to this, honestly, because I've been going through some similar stuff lately, just through those same stages of grief and things, maybe in a different way. But I can definitely empathize with some of those feelings that he's having, especially in the early parts of this record. Sonically, this is very, very different from what we normally check out here. I don't think I've ever done like a full pop or hip hop record here. That's not to say that we won't in the future. And so my favorite tracks on here are the ones that have a bit of an edge to them, that are a little bit stranger, the ones that are just a nice pop song that are emotional and they're good, but the lyrics can be a tiny bit repetitive. And so I think I really enjoy the ones where he is doing that kind of storytelling rapping thing, and then with these little choruses here and there, and I really enjoy those tracks the most on this one. I think like his storytelling ability is really, really good. His kind of double entendres, wordplay kind of stuff is really, really good as well. So I enjoy that aspect of it. And I enjoy the beats where they're kind of like, grimy and filthy and a little bit dark and moody, And that's not to say I didn't enjoy the other parts of this record. I'm just saying that those are my favorite parts. Those are the parts that really stood out to me and that I would actually see myself, going back and listening to in other times. But I think regardless of this record's sound, it is an important part of this Linkin Park journey that we've been on. It really does bridge the gap between One More Light and From Zero, because, One More Light is this very kind of dark but light album, you know what I mean? Like it's got these dark themes about dealing with really difficult things and trying to rise above them. And then, obviously the tragedy that happened after that album was just so massive. And then now Mike is dealing with these hard things, and he's doing it on his own, obviously with the help of his friends and family, as evidenced by all those voicemails at the beginning. But sometimes there are things that you have to work through on your own. There's just some struggles that happen internally, and you just have to work through in your own emotions. And this is Mike's way of working through that, and I really appreciate his vulnerability in that. I like that he has come through this and come out the other side in a way that is cathartic and positive and uplifting. But at the end of this record, he's setting himself up to say, I'm not done. I'm going to continue on. I will carry on, and I'm going to keep making music as long as I can. And I think that's really noble. I think that's beautiful. And I think it really says a lot as to his attitude for restarting Linkin Park, with Emily, because that fire for music and that passion for creation is there, and it just never goes out. And just because, you put it aside for a while to mourn, you have to pick it up again, because it's never going to go away. Overall, I enjoyed this record a good bit, even just from a lyrical and storytelling perspective. I think it was fantastic. Production was really great as well. And as a piece of the Linkin Park puzzle, I think this is a really, really important one. So I'm so grateful for all of you that requested this one. It's a really, really interesting listen. Let me know what you guys thought of this one on your first listen. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe. It really, really helps out the channel. We've got all kinds of great stuff coming up. We're going to be doing the Zero EP and the Hybrid Theory EP soon. These projects that they did before the official Hybrid Theory album, before they were Linkin Park proper. We're going to do some of Chester's side projects as well. So there's tons and tons of cool Linkin Park stuff coming up, as well as we're going to be doing a System of a Down reaction series, which is going to be super fun. Really excited to get into that and see what System of a Down sounds like. There's only 5 records, so it should be a blast. But yeah, lots of great stuff coming out, so be sure to subscribe. You don't want to miss anything. Be sure to join our Discord server as well. It's a great place where we can hang out, talk about music and art and whatever else you want to talk about. It's just becoming a really cool little community, and I would really love to see you there. That's going to do it for me today. I'll see you in the next one.